The government of Saskatchewan took big steps to get the premiers to Big River First Nation, in part because it ensured the attendance of a big player.
Hey, how are you? See you. Right on.
Harry Bellegarde hasn't been to one of these since 2016. The Assembly of First Nations was part of a boycott to protest the lack of time dedicated to Indigenous issues at these events. But this year is different. For the first time, provincial First Ministers are meeting on a First Nation.
It's never happened before in the history of Canada, so that's one reason I had to be here.
It's a point in history that I think we all collectively can be so very proud of as Canadians.
I think it's important because we want to listen to him and to the First Nations, as many groups as possible.
Bellegarde is here, but the Inuit and the Métis who joined him in the boycott are not. The Inuit say it's simply a scheduling problem, but the Métis say their concerns still have not been addressed. Not every premier made the trip to Big River either. PEI, New Brunswick, Newfoundland and Labrador, and Ontario sent ministers instead.
I just want to begin by welcoming everyone here to Saskatchewan.
There was still a full day of discussion with lots of agreement, primarily on reducing the number of Indigenous children in care. But despite the celebration, this is really only a partial thawing in relations. Bellegarde came because this is First Nation land. He has a personal connection to its people. There's no guarantee he shows up next year.
Depends who hosts it, and if it's out on First Nations territory, it would have looked pretty not very well for the AFN National Chief not to be out at Big River. So it depends where it's hosted next year.
He's back at the table, at least for now. David Cochran, CBC News, Big River First Nation, Saskatchewan.